I don't see barely anybody talking about Shopify conversion rate tactics, but the fact is, this can be one of the most important factors to implement into your store to make sure you're making more money out of each customer. Because to be honest, if these things aren't in check, then it doesn't matter how good your ads are, it doesn't matter how good your product is. Ultimately, you're going to be leaving sales on the table if you've not got these implemented. So I put together a presentation to show the 12 most important points, because you don't want to be in the position where you're paying for customers to come on the website and they're not converting because the website's not optimized properly. So we're going to go over some of the main points that you can implement to your website today to guarantee more sales. So I've broken this down into 3 main elements, right? So we've got website, queries, and design. So first and foremost, what you want to be doing is you need to make sure you've got high quality stock photos. So there's no excuse anymore. You can take good quality photos on an iPhone. You don't need a professional camera and an incredible photo shoot, whatever. You can get good quality photos on an iPhone. Now, the extra sauce is going to be where you're creating the background to be a good color. You know, you don't want just a flash plain white. You need like the color code F1, F1, F1. That's going to be like a slightly off-white grey. But if you go on your other competitors and see the backdrop for their photos, they're all going to be in that color. So you need a well-lit, clear photo, and ideally, you need to shoot some yourself. Now, you can get photos off the internet, and if you're drop shipping, you can request photos from the manufacturer that are often actually good quality that you can use on your website. But you definitely need good quality product photos. And I'm not talking just get one photo edited and leave it on there. You know, you need a series of photos showing the product and showing the product in use. Now, this is not only for your product photos, but what you want is your website main banner to display your quality products also, as well as collection pages and other things like that. So there's loads of things that you can use to get good quality photos. You can find a photographer and send out your product, obviously depending on what value of your product is, or you can hire a local photographer and then you can go on a shooting day with the product. Now, you know, if you're just starting out, this might not seem worth it, but at the end of the day, your product being shown in its proper light is going to increase your sales like crazy. People are buying on the internet, they're naturally going to be a little bit skeptical, and you need to be looking at these parts where you can improve on your competition, and stock photos is a massive one. So you can edit yourself on Canva. You can do stuff like remove the background with the automatic background remover tool, and you know, that is actually amazing. I remember when I used to do Photoshop back in the day, that would take me ages. So Canva for this. Then the second point is guarantees. So the reason why we're doing guarantees is because we're trying to guarantee the customer that they're going to either get their product or be able to get their money back. Now, how strong you go on your guarantees is going to be dependent on what you're selling and what you can actually offer. But if you offer a guarantee that's saying our product will do X, otherwise you can return, then that's going to be a really strong selling point for the customer, because you're trying to reverse engineer what they're looking for. They want a zero risk purchase. So that's you taking the risk from the customer, onboarding the risk yourself, and you're going to see a massive increase in purchases. But I know what you're saying, what if a customer just says they want to return it? Well, you have to accept returns on your website anyway. So instead of saying you accept returns, why not make that into a guarantee? Now, a guarantee is going to be a bit stronger to where you're saying, if this product does not do a function, you're guaranteed to get your money back, which might be a customer using the product, or there might be some people misusing it. But the sales that you get on top of offering a guarantee is going to outweigh the amount of customers, percentage-wise, that actually abuse that offer. So guarantees can be very, very strong. And, you know, a little example here is like with eBay. So eBay's authenticity guarantee, that's for like shoes and streetwear and stuff like that. That's displayed on all the product pages because they're offering a service to where you're guaranteed to get what they're selling. So they've listened to their market, which is customers not trusting eBay for whatever reason, and they've answered that directly on the product page. You know, you can even go a step further where you add a little hyperlink and then you've got a custom built web page. And this is going to be a really good booster for sales. And then also you've just got stuff like, free shipping, 30 days return, easy exchanges. This is another way to display your guarantees. So you can do it just underneath the add to bag or the checkout or the buy it now. But by placing it here, that's where the customer is about to pull the trigger. So then you're able to answer that when the customer is literally about to buy. Because if you're answering your most common queries here or answering with a very strong offer, then you're telling the customer in the best spot possible the best answer. So guarantees are very important, and if you can craft a good guarantee, you're going to see customers convert like crazy. Next up, we've got customer testimonials. Now, you have to have reviews on your website. Some people make fake reviews. I'm not saying you necessarily need to do that, but put some effort into getting customer testimonials. You can even get UGC creators, send them your product, get some footage back and then include that on your website. But by adding customer testimonials, you're going to increase trust massively. Because ultimately, shoppers are smart nowadays. They know what you're doing. They know that we're trying to sell them something. So the purest form of trust, excuse me, is seeing that other normal people are actually solidifying the product. There's a reason why every single retailer has this on. So don't skip this. Make sure the reviews are good and make sure they're displayed properly. And next we've got free products and ebooks. So the reason why this is going to improve your conversion rate is because it's going to add to the perceived value. So if you're selling a $40 product and you create an ebook around that product for $20 and then you're giving that away for free, well, in the customer's mind, they're only paying $20, right? So they're getting a free product. Now, if this is for a fitness product, you might want to include something like this: shred 10 pounds in 2 weeks. But you've got to do this in line with the product that you're selling. You can easily make a flipping ebook with ChatGPT and Canva. So put those two combinations together, get it on a PDF, and then just send the PDF as a link on the thank you email in your email marketing after the post-purchase. It's all about adding that perceived value, and you want to make sure that this is clear on the product page. Next, we've got comparisons. So the reason why you want to show comparisons is because a customer is going to be able to look at that, an actual person, and they're going to be able to directly see the benefit of your product. Now, not every product you're going to be able to do a comparison, but anything like teeth whitening or clothing or something to do with fitness, that's going to be able to tell the customer what it's going to do for them and actually show a live example. So comparisons can be incredibly powerful. So next, we've got customer queries. Now, customers are going to ask a million questions, but what you're going to find is customers are consistently asking the same thing. Generally, it's the same questions. So you want to be positioning your customer queries answers on pages that the customers are going to need them on. So you want to start off with the product page. Now, traditionally, you need something like this directly under your product listing. So very simple, easy to digest, easy to read, how it works, instructions, shipping information, and returns information. Now, a customer is going to be able to read this and get the majority of their answers answered straight away, because customers want to know when it's getting there, they want to know what type of shipping, and they need to know how it works. Because you can go design an amazing web page, you can include all the tables and graphics that you like, but some customers are ready to buy straight off the ad. So if you answer this right up at the buy it now, it's going to help you quite a lot. So next up, we've got a bonus bar. Now, a bonus bar is where you're going to take the main benefits of your product and you're going to display those near the buy box. So when I refer to buy box, I mean the call of action, the add to cart, because this is just reassuring the customer of the benefits. So you want to choose your main benefits of the main products. And next up, we've got live chat. So, it's not going to be possible for you to have customer service 24/7. I'm not even sure if Amazon have that. So by adding a live chat, which like on Shopify, you can get a free live chat, what you can actually do is write pre-written responses. So if in your email inbox, if you're getting the same question over and over and over again, where's my order, how long shipping, is it authentic, whatever the case is, you can write pre-written answers in the live chat. And as far as that person knows, they're actually speaking to another human. So again, you're just reinforcing those answers, because ultimately people are going to just jump on the live chat just to check if someone's there. So if they're getting a response straight away, it's going to build that trust. And again, point of contact. So this is going to subconsciously tell the customer that they can get in touch with you. So you're probably not going to find people even emailing you, but you want to be displaying some sort of contact information on every web page, because once a customer sees that, they know that they can get in touch with you. People are very paranoid. So by you showing that they can actually get in touch with you, it's going to make them feel a lot more comfortable purchasing. You know, all these things are set up so customers can get in touch with you. And then next, we've got a virtual assistant. So if you want to take your customer service to the next level and you want an actual person, you can just give email access or live chat access to a virtual assistant. Now you can hire someone from Jamaica or any other English speaking place, and you can get very cheap customer service. Now they don't have to be on 24 hours a day, they can just do an hour per day and deal with all the queries at once. And as long as you've got that displayed on your website, it's going to be a good move. And then we've got the design. So generally you want to be following the 4-colour rule. So that's grey, black, white, and then the brand colour. Now the reason why we're doing this is because you want the website clear and you don't want to go overboard on the branding. A perfect example of this is Hi Smile. So Hi Smile, big OG in the dropshipping game. Now they've obviously branded the product and they've got it in-house, but these guys are doing serious numbers. Now their main brand colour is this bright pink. You know, you can see it on the prices, but it's only sprinkled in. You've got to imagine if this website had the full landing page bright pink, it would constantly just turn away customers. So, you know, you can see that they're following white, grey, black, and then the main colour. Now, you know, this colour is maybe a bit too loud for the call to action, which is why they've just got black. But, you know, you can play around with where you want the colours. Ideally, you want it on stuff like pricing, and then you want it on special information. But this is a very good example of how to use colours properly. And next up, we've got site navigation. Now, the reason why you want to have good site navigation is because your shoppers are going to be shopping for different things. Some might be consistent shoppers that are coming back for a next product and want to see your best sellers. Some might be going straight to the product, or some might be looking for frequently asked questions, or they might be looking for your main hero product, depending on what type of product you've got. Now, you've got to ensure that the navigation is clear, there's not too much, and this is your most important queries. So the site navigation is very important and it's definitely worth putting some time into. And then next up, we've got in-depth product descriptions. Now, are customers going to read 1,000 words? No. But do they need sufficient information? Yes. So this is a good length for the product descriptions. So essentially in the product description, you're just going over the benefits, but in depth. So it's benefits and features, but you're trying to go over in depth. And what else this is going to do for you? It's not only going to make the customer feel safer with the purchase, but it's going to actually help your SEO if done properly. So you want to be putting your main keywords that you want to rank for within here. And this is important to have on every product page. I've set a website up before where I was listing hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of products, and because there was just so much, I wasn't doing the product descriptions and my site suffered SEO wise. So, you know, over time this will get organic traffic through Google. And then we've got your site structure. So you just need to make sure everything's neat, everything's tidy. Text isn't too big, text isn't too small, images aren't too big, images aren't too small. You know, a perfect example of this is BlendJet, another huge player in the dropshipping and e-commerce game now. So this is a very clean website. But, you know, you can notice that these guys have decided to go heavy on the photography, lifestyle shots, in-person shots, high quality studio shots. But then, when you pay attention to stuff like the text is not incredibly in your face, and everything's very symmetrical. You're fitting a good amount of information on each slide, and they've got a lot of text, but it's very readable. And then again, when we're paying attention to stuff like the colours, if this was the same colour as that, you wouldn't read it. But because it's grey and it's sort of a bit more backseat, this is just going to be for the really inquisitive customers. So yeah, you've got to be making sure that not only the sizing is correct, but you want to be following a similar structure for all the text. So if you've got a secondary font size, you want to have this the same for each section. So if this is a 22 font size and this is 18, it's not going to look right. So by you following the correct site structure, listing your headings properly the same size, listing your descriptions properly the same size, keeping the colour themes going, it's just going to look way better for a customer. They're going to have access to the information easier, and they're going to trust your brand more. So this is a good website to check out for that. And next up, we've got product benefits. Now, you need to display your product benefits because ultimately these are going to be the deciding factors for your customers. And you need to display them in a nice, digestible way. So take BlendJet, for example. They've not only got the descriptions with the titles, but they've got a nice little icon that are all congruent, all in the same colorway, and it's just a good way to give the main points of that product. So instantly, a customer just reading this, they see the picture, read this, they know what it is. So again, what we're trying to do is we're trying to offer more information for the customer displayed in different ways, because customers are going to read to different depths and they're going to read different information. So by displaying it like this, it's going to be very, very strong for your brand. So yeah, look, if you've not got all of those implemented on your website, I wouldn't be too concerned with your conversion rate, because these are going to be the factors that are going to help convert customers like crazy. It's super simple. I know you're thinking, Theo, well, I don't know how to implement it. Well, look, there's no excuses, because I'm going to put you on how to do this. So, first up, if you want to make this on your website yourself, you can try. It's not too hard. Break it down one thing at a time. Try implement it. If you want a certain feature that your skills are not allowing you to do, then you can find very cheap web developers on Fiverr. They're very trusted and very skilled for very cheap. So it's about breaking it down and just doing it step by step. Next up, if you want a custom built website where you're going to be able to implement all these features a lot more easily, go to something like Pagefly. So Pagefly is a custom web page builder for a Shopify website. Pretty easy to use, and it's just going to give you way more flexibility and customization. But ultimately, what you want to be doing is study your brand leaders, study market leaders, study competition, see what they're doing, implement stuff from different websites. You're going to notice patterns when you start looking for these things. So, few brands to study: Bleem, BlendJet, HiSmile, Manscaped. So yeah, they are 4 major brands right there. Once you start implementing these into your website, you're going to see a crazy difference in customer conversion rate. And look, if you've not got any of them implemented, then, happy days, you've got a lot to do and you're going to see a lot of improvements. So if there's anything you didn't think were clear, drop a comment down below. As always, subscribe for more. Any questions, let your boy know. Until next time, bash.